tired of being your bloodline, pretending like everything's fine. Been wrestling with it in my mind. I've had it, you're too problematic. There isn't anything to work out. All of my energy is burned out, and you're showing me that I'm all I need. It's crazy how you hating on my motivation. I can't let nobody break my concentration. I don't need approval or your validation. Yeah, always want your mouth but never see the issue. Yeah, you claim to be the purest but you artificial. Only bringing on to someone if they're beneficial. Say you scheming like a fiend. Yellow tape, I left the scene, that shit to talk about. I can say the wrong things, I can make them fuss. If they speaking on my name, I'ma have to choke. Always tried to find a way, there was no direction. If you're in the end zone, I'll be in the shot. You try to look inside, it ain't always what it said. If you cut into my skin, you see it, I know it. I'll be on the other side, I don't really wanna talk. Yeah, I might hit good times, but it really ain't my fault.
Toutes ces pensées que j'esquive m'ont condamné. Le cœur dans une putain de tempête. Un jour de plus et la pression me perce la tête. Animé comme une marionnette, souffle coupé. Tout autour de moi et en attendant mon tour, suis-je dans le coma? N'écoute pas tous ces mensonges, non, je n'ai plus besoin d'y croire. Jugé par mon propre regard. whispered sighs sow the seeds of resentment. I'll try to save this night. You seem surprised I try so hard to ease the tension.
Hello, chat. Hello, good morning. Welcome in. Alright, so first things first. I have done pretty much everything I can within the constraints of the technology that I have available to me to make this stream as watchable as possible. Whether or not that will succeed in the long term, we are gonna find out together. I'm a little low, probably because my mic's like 45 feet away from me. Is this any better? Or do I need to just turn it up? Ooh, why are we struggling? Okay. I turned myself up too. How are we doing? Really, really badly. We are doing really, really badly. Well, not super badly, but not great. We are not doing great. It's not too bad. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be so much worse. Like a 30-second delay? Okay. Yeah, once I get paid from my actual job, next week, I'll just be upgrading the laptop that I have to something that will actually work better. At this point, there is nothing I can do within the hardware that I have available. Like, I have offloaded and shuffled everything around that I can. We're just at what we're gonna be at. Get the feeling we're talking about two different things? That's possible. If that's the case, that's the case. I'm not worried. Anyways, that is where we are at on the streaming setup. We're just gonna have to accept that there's gonna be some scuff until sometime next weekend. Hopefully I can get it taken care of on Saturday, but I might end up having to take care of it on Sunday. So how is chat? How is everybody doing? Before I get... It's getting better with every stream? Yeah, I figured it would get better with every stream. It's just, at this point, we are at the upper ceiling of what can be done with the technology that I currently have. Doing good. You've been playing around on Emote Lab all day? Nice. Nice. So, as you may have guessed from the title, we're going to talk about some spicy stuff today. Because everybody, you're finishing off the last of your Papa John's mistake. I am so sorry for you. That sounds awful. Get the shovel? Yeah, you really should just put the pizza down. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna talk about a spicy topic today. Because I'm gonna be so real with you guys. One, I could not for the life of me get myself excited for the cancellation website. Like, it sounded really cool when I first came up with the idea. And the more I've thought about it, and the more I've sort of, like, sketched it out, the less enthusiastic I've been about it. So, yeah. And I've been scrolling through Twitter, which I know. That is my first mistake. I was scrolling through Twitter. I already fucked up. But I was scrolling through Twitter, as one does. And my god, there are some really, really dumb people out there. Like, there are some indescribably stupid people out there. But there are also people who they have an idea, but they're not quite getting it. So, for those who do not know, or do not follow it, or are smart and don't go on Twitter, you know, smart is getting a very low standard today. If you stay off Twitter, you are smart. So for those smart people out there, you literally just watched a streamer shoot someone with a paintball gun and film herself committing the crime. Well, that's just assault and battery. Like, more battery than assault, but assault and battery. Oh. Anyway. For those... She filmed herself. Yeah, that's what stupid people do. See, stupid people, they film themselves committing crimes. Smart people are Vtubers. And, like, she filmed herself committing a crime. Great for her. Love that for her. Absolutely love it. Me, I could be completely naked right now and none of you would know. Like, I could literally be cooking meth right behind me and none of you would have a fucking clue. Because, you know what? That's a smart streamer. I'm not going to record myself committing crimes. I can't. Because, you know... Because, you know, I'm a VTuber. We don't do that stuff. Except when we do, because VTubers are not actually smart people. So anyway, yeah, it's a spectrum. It is. Anyway, stupid people on Twitter. Yes. I know. It sounds so redundant when I say it out loud. Stupid people on Twitter. Like, of course they're stupid. That's like their whole thing. Anyway, stupid people on Twitter. They have been... There's been two sides of this. On the one side, there has been the freak out over Turning Point USA, an extremely conservative organization here in the United States, deciding to have their own Super Bowl halftime show, because the official Super Bowl halftime show is going to be performed by an entertainer named Bad Bunny. Now, Bad Bunny, they are of Puerto Rican descent. And contrary to what a lot of people think, Puerto Rico is in fact part of the United States, and Puerto Ricans are in fact Americans. Forgot about the Super Bowl since you're not American. I'm gonna be honest, I could not care less about the Super Bowl. Like, you literally could not pay me enough to care about the Super Bowl. There is not enough money in circulation on the planet for me to care about the Super Bowl. Is Puerto Rico part of the United States? Yes, it is. Puerto Rico is one of the territories of the United States. It is effectively a colony. The people of Puerto Rico, they are considered American citizens. They can get passports. They can move to the mainland United States. They have all of the rights and protections afforded to Americans. You legit thought it was a separate country. And you know what? Lots and lots of people do. And I can forgive it for you being not American, for Seneko being not American, for all of the people I know who are not American. I can forgive you for thinking Puerto Rico is a separate country. Because in a lot of ways, Puerto Rico is a separate country. I mean, they are bound by the U.S. Constitution. They are part of the United States, but they are also not a state. Is it like Hawaii? No. It is like Hawaii before Hawaii gained statehood. So in the United States, we have three sort of tiers of land, so to speak. You have the states. They are the 50 states of the United States, the 48 contiguous states, and then Alaska and Hawaii. They are the bulk of what makes up the United States. And then we have our territories. Now, the territories, they are places like Puerto Rico, Guam, the U.S. Virgin Islands, etc. And then you have unincorporated territories, places where nobody really lives. They're just part of the United States according to the federal government. That is places like Bikini Atoll. Now, states, they have all of the rights and responsibilities of any state in the Union. Territories, they are a step down from states. They don't have the same rights and responsibilities, but they are still part of the United States. The vast majority of everything in the United States applies to them. Do you need a passport to travel between the U.S. and Puerto Rico? No, you do not. The only U.S. territory where people live that you would need a passport to travel to is American Samoa, because for some reason American Samoa, while they are a territory and the people there are quasi-American, for some reason they were left out of the law regarding territories that made all territorial residents also American citizens. Instead, the people of American Samoa are called American nationals, which sounds like the same thing, but they are actually more independent from the rest of the United States than people from, say, Puerto Rico or Guam, because they are not actually considered U.S. citizens, and so they have like less reliance on the U.S. Constitution, which is, while I think it is distasteful that we have all of these effectively colonies and such out there. That's a different topic. The fact that American Samoans are not considered American citizens is good for them because of certain parts of their culture that don't necessarily jive with general American law. Similar to India and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, I apologize. I wish I knew more about that situation. I'm gonna be honest, I know very little about India and its territories. So it, much like Seneko not knowing much about this stuff in reference to the United States, I don't know much about that stuff in reference to India. I barely know anything about it in reference to the UK, and even that's sketchy. But we, let's see, where was I before I got completely sidetracked on this like geopolitical tangent about the US? Not even geopolitical, like geoterritorial, I guess you could call it. Oh, no, it is not like that situation. So the situation of American Samoa is very different from that situation. I don't know the name of the island or those people, but I know that what you're talking about now. The people of American Samoa, they are a fully modernized, fully integrated people with the rest of the world. Like, they are a completely modern society. It's just some of their cultural practices do not jive with US law. Like, their notion of private property, culturally speaking, is just different from what is allowed under US law. And so that's part of the reason why they're not US citizens. They were also just straight up left out of it. Personally, I don't think we should have territories. I think that we should be telling the territories, look, either you're going to become a state, or you're going to become independent. We're not doing this like colonial empire thing. Okay. I was misunderstanding the part that was a similarity. Yes, so it's that group of islands, and then just one of them is different. I see the similarity. Okay, that's my mistake. I misunderstood. Anyways, so going back to the Turning Point USA halftime show. So since most of you guys are not American, it would seem, the Super Bowl is an extremely significant cultural thing here in the United States. It is a sports game for American football. I don't get why it needs to be such a big deal, but it is, apparently. Everybody's got those aspects of their culture that they could not give less of a fuck about. This is mine. Like, I could not give less of a fuck about the Super Bowl. Literally not possible. Now, yeah. Now, the halftime show for the Super Bowl, the halftime show is a it's usually pretty significant. The people who headline it, they are given lots of notoriety. Everybody knows their name. And it's a giant production. Millions of dollars are spent on it. Like, it is, even though it's 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes, I don't actually know how long it is. Even though it's pretty short, it is like a giant budget for it, just because it is such a big deal. I don't think Gura sang at it. I assume you mean Gargura. I am 99% sure that she did not sing at it. She may have done her own thing around it, but I don't think she was a headliner. Okay. If I will happily be wrong about that. I mean, I see her for a baseball game, but not the halftime show. Okay, yeah. Baseball game. Yep. Alright, thank you for confirming, Malix. I appreciate that. I don't think she performed at the Super Bowl. Like, at this point, I am almost 100% certain she has not. No. Yeah. So that is a different sport. That is a different sport. So anyway, Super Bowl halftime show, big cultural event in the United States. Super done up, all the bells and whistles. People piss money everywhere and set fireworks off and make sparklers and shit. Like, it is a fantastic testament to American excess. But this year, it has been mired in some controversy because a performer named Bad Bunny was tapped by the NFL to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, why is this controversial? Well, Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican. And that's sort of where it originates. Because you guys, being not American, did not realize that Puerto Rico is part of the United States. You are not alone. Even among Americans, many of them do not realize that Puerto Rico is part of the United States. They don't realize that Puerto Ricans are, in the most literal sense possible, Americans. Like, it is just a simple fact of reality that they are Americans. Now, the controversy was they brought on this Puerto Rican performer, Bad Bunny, and MAGA threw a fit about it. the MAGA movement, led by President Trump, threw a fit about it because they perceived this as a non-American performing at the Super Bowl show, and that was not okay with them. And so Turning Point USA has decided that they are going to do their own Super Bowl halftime show. It is being headlined by Kid Rock and a few other people. It is going to be airing at the same time as the regular halftime show. We're gonna get to that, Ray. We're gonna get to that. Because, yes, with a couple of asterisks. But we're gonna get to that. So anyway, the halftime show is being headlined by Bad Bunny. The Turning Point USA halftime show is being headlined by Kid Rock. Now, if that were all it was, it would just be another shrug, whatever. They're gonna do what they want to do. But my God, have the takes about it been really, really bad? Because a lot of people just do not understand why there is this mentality of going into it. They're not understanding why all of these things are happening. And for people on the left, or more broadly, I should say, anti-MAGA people, they don't understand why MAGA is a thing. There is a disconnect between them. And the answer to Wraith's question is sort of related to that. Now, what is MAGA? MAGA is the political movement. You thought MAGA was just Trump being Trump. No, absolutely not. No, actually, nothing could be further from the truth. The actual mindset behind MAGA, the actual ideas within MAGA have absolutely nothing to do with Trump. And that's kind of where the start of the problems comes from. MAGA is the whole Make America Great Again movement. Yes, it is. I mean, that is literally the slogan that it takes its name from. However, it is... We're going to take the buzzwords out of it. Make America Great Again, yeah, that is their slogan. But that's not really what it's about. So MAGA, at its core, is about a pushback against a perceived loss of identity. Now, whether that perception is accurate, inaccurate, right, wrong, whatever, is not the point right now. But it is a reaction to this perceived loss of identity. For many, it is a perceived loss of an American identity. And so the answer to all of the how could a person of color, how could a black person, how could a Latino person, how could a minority possibly vote for Trump and support MAGA when people outside MAGA look and it's like, oh, this is just white nationalism. No, the reason they can is because they are also feeling that loss of identity. They are also feeling that loss of what it means to be American. Now, how does that relate to the Super Bowl halftime show? Well, there are people who looked at that and they saw something different. This is going to be the first halftime show done in Spanish. And they looked at that and they said, you know what? This is another thing that is causing this loss of identity. It is taking things and making them less American. We are losing the American identity. And that is the reason for this Turning Point USA halftime show. Now, does the American government know what its territories are? Yes, absolutely. Does Trump know what the territories are? Probably. I am not going to say that he definitely does, but he probably does. That's enough. He probably does. But that doesn't matter, because that's not the point. Whether he does or does not know what the territories are isn't really the point. Instead, the real point is he's exploiting that feeling, that loss of identity, to his own ends. See, MAGA is not Trump being Trump. MAGA is this loss of identity that a lot of people are genuinely feeling that he has taken and co-opted to his own ends. That's why the whole notion of get rid of Trump and MAGA dies, that is completely wrong. Because MAGA is not Trump. MAGA is this feeling of a loss of identity of what it means to be American. That's why people are able to rationalize so many things. They're able to rationalize away the violence that's happening, the crimes that are being committed. They're able to rationalize away things like the Epstein files, and they're able to rationalize away things like Alex Preddy being killed. They're able to rationalize all of these things away because, you know what, it's about restoring their identity. And as somebody who was privileged to be born white and male in the United States, you know what? I have been given a lot because of those aspects of my identity. Now, as somebody who is not straight, I have also experienced attacks on my identity. I have experienced violent attacks on my identity. And that's sort of where my empathizing, I will say, with the MAGA movement comes from. Because I understand what it is like to have your identity threatened and try to be taken away. And I can see in their shoes where they're coming from. And so the whole idea that the Turning Point USA halftime show is all about racism. It's just being racist against Latino people. It's not. It's not. That is an expression of it. That is how it can come across. And for some people, it absolutely is. But the vast majority of people who are saying, you know what, this is great, this is what we need, it's not about the race, it's about the identity. And this idea that America is different than it used to be. It's no longer this cohesive American thing. It is something new, something that needs to be pushed back against, something that we can't allow. And really, I think we should be looking more at that aspect of it. We just sitting there and calling it racist doesn't help. It is just like when Advanced GG dropped Rev Says Desu. when there's just this reaction to isolate people, to push them away, to keep them in this box that's separated from everyone else, guess what? You aren't fighting back against them. You are confirming all of the stuff that they believe that led them into that point. You, by taking Reb and putting him in this box and calling him an other, all you have done is told him, yep, you are right. There is this identity that is being lost from you. It's being taken away. And yeah, as a result, he has an even bigger platform. I don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but it is bad, and people are being so fucking stupid about it. Like, I don't even know how to put it in words how fucking stupid people are being. Because it is truly, truly remarkable how people can take a look at these, at what's going on. And just be like, yep, it is clearly this very wrong thing. Like, I am just going to sit there and assign what I think you are feeling to you. And you know what? Maybe I'm doing a little bit of it too right now. But my God. My God. People need to actually start using their brain, or it's going to get really, really bad. Like, if the reaction is just... If the reaction is just to isolate people and stick them in a box where, you know what, I feel more comfortable without these people around, you're not going to accomplish anything. All you're going to do is make them more extreme, push things even further in a direction you don't want them to go. Nobody has ever been convinced by somebody who has not been willing to interact with them. And I know that that is not a popular stance. There is a very strong reflex to just go ahead, cancel somebody, push them out, push them off to the side. We don't need them here. And that has never once helped anybody. And really, that... if we can't get over this just utter hatred towards each other, we're just cooked. And that's on both sides. Like, yes, Trump and his supporters, they do want bad things for a lot of people. But in order to push back against that, you need to understand where it's coming from. You can't just tell yourself, oh, it's just because they're racist. Because it's not. You can't tell yourself, oh, it's just because they're homophobic. Because it's not. You can't tell yourself, oh, they just want people to starve to death. Because they don't. They don't want ICE just sitting there killing people. Except for Asmongold. Asmongold, he is on record as saying he thinks ICE needs to be killing more people. But other than Asmongold, we don't need all of that. We need people who are willing to sit down and say, you know what? You are feeling this way. I get you because I have lived that experience too. That's how we can actually heal where we're at, move forward. Like, you know what? You feel like you are losing your identity as an American? I get it. I feel like I have lost my identity multiple times too. I have been attacked for it, verbally, physically, and otherwise. I understand where you're coming from, and what you are doing isn't healthy. Pushing everybody away and trying to force everybody into your box is no less healthy, or is no more healthy, no more helpful than the people who are trying to push everybody away into a separate box where they can be ignored. I always get Asmongold and Moist Critical mixed up. Me too, until I learned the difference. Like, for a very long time, I would see them and just think they were the same person. Even though nothing could be further from the truth. Yeah, that's really what I want to get to. Like, how do you get them mixed up? By not paying attention to either of them, except for when their faces pop up as thumbnails in YouTube. Like, they look very similar. And I think Asmon is an incredibly distasteful person. And Moist Critical I just don't care about in the slightest. Yeah, so, yeah. But outside of people like Asmon, who is on record as saying ICE should be killing more people, outside of people like that, and he probably doesn't even actually believe that. He's probably just saying it for the views. But outside of people who believe things like that, there are very few people who are actually out there because they just want more violence. They're not supporting it because they want more violence. They're supporting it for all of those other reasons. Namely, again, the loss of identity. And that is the big thing that anybody who is listening to me for some reason, that I hope people take away from it, is that really MAGA is about this loss of identity. And until the left starts recognizing that and starts working and advocating with that in mind, they're not going to get anywhere with trying to get past where we're at right now. Like, if you want to oppose Trump, that's fine. But if you don't understand why Trump has the support that he does, you're never going to make any headway. Like I mentioned earlier, that MAGA is not Trump. And that's true. MAGA is not Trump. MAGA is this feeling that Trump uses. Why are his supporters so devoted to him, despite everything he has done? It's not because he has some kind of special charisma. It's not because he has some kind of special speaking style. It's not because there is literally anything special about him whatsoever. It's because he's telling them that me and me alone can restore your identity. The identity that you feel like you have lost, I am the one who can restore that. I am the one who can go and push back on the elements that are taking your identity away, and I alone can do that. That is what actually fuels him, that is the purpose of the MAGA movement to him, is in the ability to exploit this loss of identity, because he is the one that can restore it. And the convenient part is he never has to actually do anything as long as he is perceived to be trying to restore that identity. Anyway. I think that's about all I have to say. Very, very rambly. It sounded a lot more coherent. It sounded a lot more coherent before I started stream, but here we are. Doesn't really matter. So, please feel free to call me dumb, cancel me, do whatever you want. I don't really care. Let's see. Great, now what are we going to do for the next hour or two? Because I'm going to be honest. I think that the I think the whole cancel website idea is one of my weaker ones, and we're not going to do it. Want to get commands in line? All right. Give me 1 second. I will get that set up. Stream elements. Why is your dashboard being really dumb? All right. Let's go ahead. Let's swap on over here. We get that thing that shows the viewers at the bottom of the screen. It depends on exactly what you are referring to. So, maybe. Alright. So, I need to delete the commands that are definitely not being used anymore. Oh, yes, I can do that. That is a that is a program in Steam. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's like $15-$20. This isn't that big of a list, actually. All right. So let's see. Brain games? I would love to bring brain games back, actually. Let's turn that one back on. Maybe we'll do some brain games today. Country, there is no surprise on there. No, we can get rid of that. All right, so we've got brain games, we got country, lurk and unlurk, we got our raid message. Do we need country? Probably not. All right, so we got lurk and unlurk. We got raid. We got my Twitter, age, Discord marker. Marker is useful because that we need 2 raid messages. Why do we need 2? 1 for followers and 1 for subs. Hang on, is the emote that we So the one that we currently have, it uses a follower emote. I don't really want to do a separate command for a second one. Yeah, the emotes in the raid message are just follower emotes. I have not touched the sub emotes for it. Oh yeah, no. It is just a follower emote. Oh yeah. We can turn crime and arrest back on. Arrest was only for police simulator, but crimes that happens a lot. And then drained, we fixed that one. So, what other types of commands do we even want for the stream? Oh, death counter. Yeah. Hang on. How do I set you up? Should be okay. There we go. So now we need to come over here to counters. We need to add a counter. Death 0 submit. And can we test that command, please? Right. And we're going to fix the grammar in it. And there. So we officially have a death counter. Let's see, what else do we want? Um a Gamba command? What would the Gamba do? I've got no problem with making a Gamba command. We Gamba channel points. So that is not something that I can do with stream elements. I could set up a separate thing in stream elements to give points in stream elements, but there's nothing in stream elements that directly interacts with Twitch channel points. Fight command. I will set that up when we have the stream avatar set up, because with the stream avatars, I can set it up so that they fight each other. Three, 5, 7, 8. All right. A shout out command? Yes, but I don't think that's something I can set up in stream elements to shout out a streamer that just rated. Let's see if I did this right. Right. Let's fix my spelling and grammar. And we hit save. Advanced. User cooldown. I'm pretty sure it's in seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds is fine. Watch you get the time out. That'll be funny. All right. Let's try that command again. Somebody wanted. They pulled nothing. Perfect. Perfect. Radoff, hi, hello. Welcome in. Shisa. What do we want for another command? Also, Wraith, can you try doing it again and seeing if it lets you? I should have it set so that you can do it a maximum of once per hour. I might increase it so that it's once every 3 hours. Actually, that's probably a good idea. If I do that. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right. It you if we can make sure that it is just the 60-second timeout and not a 10-minute timeout, that would be great. Because if you just hit the timeout button in the chat, it will do it for 10 minutes. But you should be able to set a custom time instead. All right. So Gamba now has a 3-hour cooldown, and it has 20 ish nothings, a couple of 1-minute timeouts, and then a VIP. Oh, are you on your phone? If you're on your desktop, what you can do, Rafe, is go and click on their name over in the community tab. Yeah, so if you click on their name on the community tab, it should at the bottom show you. Yeah, in mod view it works. Yeah, you can use the command if you don't want to use mod view. That makes sense. Um, so I think we need to add Gamba to the stream info list because we want people to be able to Gamba here, but we're gambling with our lives. We're not gambling with channel points. We have the death counter that's set. Drained is good. Finally, a Gamba with some real stakes. Yeah, yeah. You only get to do it once per stream. So it's not like you're gonna. What does drain do if it hits 100? I take a screenshot and put it on Discord. I don't know what else to tell you on that one. Um, prepare for a donation. Uh, I make myself laugh. Surprised it found any blood at all. I mean, it doesn't say that it's blood. It just says you're drained and to prepare for a donation. All right. Are there any other commands that we need? Apparently, Suneko is in need of a new blood type. That is wonderful. That is what I like to hear. %16 drained. You have too much blood. Yes. If you are that little drained, you definitely have too much blood. Right. Are there any other commands that we need to make? Because if not, we can do something else. because I did my 50-minute tangent about the halftime show and how stupid that is. So the stream title has been fulfilled, and I don't mind clickbaiting everybody else who looks at the stream. So glad you can choose to be ignorant of the Super Bowl. I mean, I was explaining earlier that you literally could not pay me enough to you literally could not pay me enough to care about the Super Bowl. But my God, did I see people being stupid on Twitter. Do a song command? Like for what song is currently playing? That's not something we can do with Stream Elements. It requires a connection between Spotify and a bot. Um, it's something that's very possible to do. I just don't have it set up, and I don't want to add the stuff to set it up, knowing what could happen with what could happen with the computer. I just realized Spotify has not been playing since I switched over to this scene. So that's fun. So we've got like an hour and a half to hour 45 minutes left in this stream. Depending on, could do some community games. Like what? I don't mind community games, but I don't know what game for. Garlic phone? Gardic phone? Beyblade? I don't know either of those games, so I don't know. I mean, we could do chess. We could very easily do chess. I am working on getting I've never played Gardic Phone. I am working on getting myself back up to 1400 after I tilted my ass hard. So we can play a chess game for a bit. I should probably put myself over on the other side, like that. Put up to a pole? Sure. I don't know how many people are here right now to give a proper response, but sure. That. Because now this bishop is just never leaving right there. And I will take the pawn. Oh, nice. Nice. Overlord is an excellent choice. Now takes. I quite literally have a tattoo of Eins on my shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. I literally have a tattoo of Eins on my shoulder. I'll do that. That's the coolest thing you've ever heard? If that is the coolest thing you have ever heard, then you need to get out more. That's all I'm going to say. You need to get out more. Like, if that is even top 10 coolest things you've ever heard, please get out and touch grass. Like, I don't know why I have that reaction. It is just a compliment. I am so sorry. It is just a compliment. I am so sorry. It literally just dawned on me how shitty of a response I just gave you. Oh, nice. Karn Village is a fascinating thing. Don't want to do this because that weakens my bishop too much. Bam, bam, bam. Looks okay. Just need to watch out for that, because that just loses. Let's just kick that bishop. And then, yeah, we'll just play like that. Wait, when I lost a full piece, I fucked up. And this is why I'm tilted as fuck. There is a very good chance I'm about to rage quit this chess game. Barring that, we might... Today might be a day to go and do Balatro instead. Is the update out? Not yet. But that doesn't mean we can't do just some chill casual runs. Yep, we are indeed still chasing the gold stake non-imp. We could do that. Yeah. Oh. And the updated, or not updated, the new streaming setup that I have will actually probably make it so that so we don't have the problems we had last time we played Balatro. I'm gonna give myself an escape here. And we're not gonna make this trade. I can't help but feel like my can't help but feel like my bishop is better than this knight. I would really like to get rid of this bishop. Oh, that would be so nice. It solves so many of our problems.
Some things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret.
Yeah, so I think after this game we'll just go switch to Balatro and do that for a little bit. The villainess I served for 13 years has fallen. Noted. I will keep an eye out for that one. Got like 5,000 chapters for free out. That's pretty good. Okay, if I do this, then we just lose to that checkmate. What if I just do that, though? It's not the worst position I've ever had. I'm feeling very congested in this position. I don't love it. What are you gonna do? Okay. I kind of want to take this square for my knight, because kicking my knight out of this square is going to require pretty considerable investment on their part. Yeah. And that actually makes it even harder for them to kick my knight out of here. And they can't use this pawn because of here, and it's protected. Yeah, but the thing about this rook move is it doesn't improve anything for this because it's protected. Now, the main question here is whether or not my knight is better than that bishop. And I'm not gonna lie, that is a pretty sad looking bishop right now. Yeah, see, that is what I was talking about with it being protected. That's just a clean lost pawn. And then if they do something to threaten my knight, I just come here and it protects this pawn. Not to mention we pressure this pawn, which keeps that knight there. Yeah, there's just quite a... Getting my knight to c4 was definitely helpful in this game. Yeah, see, that... doesn't happen. I mean, that definitely does not help them, though. Because my knight still defends this pawn, so all that did is give me the opportunity to kick their bishop out. Now, I can't actually play that pawn break because the queen is attacking the knight. I can do that. Now I'm taking space. Let's stick a bitch in the corner there right now. Because yeah, I figured that was coming. So we can just make this trade. And that does make protecting this pawn a little bit awkward, though. But I will take the A file, because I have rooks who can do it. I will use my knight that's just sitting there to continue attacking this queen. Now, I would absolutely adore to see this as a blunder. No luck. I'll do that. Yeah, that kind of figures. Go ahead and do this. Because now the rook is a problem. No, I expect... Ooh, I did not think they were going to do that. Because now they have to do something about this rook. But they also have this knight hanging. So this game's probably just over. Yeah, but that doesn't actually help you. That's the thing. Like, you just lost the rook. All right. Not that game felt pretty good. That game felt pretty good. I think we did a good job. Balatro time. That was a good game? I think so. Holy hell, computer, you can launch Balatro, please. Talk about lag. Alright. Whoa. That... Alright. We can go ahead and do this. And so we're going to play Gold Stake Plasma. And we do not need that pin anymore. Let's go for diamonds. Talk about lag. Is the problem in Code Vein fixed? I do not know. I'm going to be honest. I do not plan on playing Code Vein again until we until it's on sale and all that. Wow. I got shafted on those choices. Can we increase the game volume? Yep. That is way too early for a DNA. Let's just get our econ online. And then we can worry about the rest. Will that be money positive? Probably. Definitely now. The audio lag is still there? Okay. I will need to figure out what's causing the audio lag specifically. Because that's weird. Definitely can't afford to discard both. Because the banner's a little too important for our score. Found the thing I was looking for. Perfect. Alright. Good enough. Good enough. We'll get some money out of that at least. Yeah, I definitely want to buy this. We only get to play one hand with the needle, though. This is sketchy. We still up on the money front? Whew, made it. Yeah, we've got 2 rounds left with the rough gem. Ooh. Deja vu, nice. Okay. Okay. So, one of the hard parts is done. Alright, we very much need something better for scoring than a banner, though. Like, we are probably going to need to roll a little bit to find scoring. Because this is not going to cut it for long. Let's grab this. Hanged Man. I do enjoy me some Hanged Man. That probably gets us through. And we will take this. It puts us below our interest cap, but I feel like the trade-off is worth it. So that we can get, hopefully, more out of the rough gem. Oh. Or did I just fuck us? We kind of really need to pull you. Oh, this sucks. I think we need to play this queen pair. We just aren't going to get rough gem value. Ah. That was a little too greedy. That was a little too greedy. It was a close one? It was. But the greed got us. The greed got us. Oh. That is not ideal. At least it was only minus $1, but that is a rough first drop. Please give me something good. Okay. I mean, that is econ. That is econ. We do, however, need to draw a little bit better for that econ to matter. Okay. do this. Okay. We'll use the Uranus first and then the Pluto. But okay, a good draw for just getting Uranus too. So I wonder. Okay, full house is still slightly better. Wow, this is a garbage shop. Terrible spectral pack. We'll grab this. The next one. We're not grab it now. Play the high card. We really want to play 2 pairs when we can, because they are the only hand that is going to give us anything meaningful, since we haven't found a scoring joker yet. Judgment. I have seen worse scoring jokers for early on Plasma. I have seen worse. Not by much. I have seen them. And unfortunately, we kind of have to draw. Alright. We're just going to restart this one. That one was a little on the painful side. Now, I think the 10-5 2-pair wins, but yeah. I definitely want this if we can get it. Okay, a permanent rough gem, that is different. That is a little different. I can work with that. It's not quite as impactful if we lose a round of not getting full value out of it. And the club being the boss is not ideal, but it's also not the end of the world. I would have rather seen the diamond one, but we can get by with this one. We do need a little scoring support, though. Because our deck is not fixed enough to just draw flushes. Let's do the judgment. That is not what we need. That's what we need. Okay. Okay. So we've got a little bit of time before score is a problem now. Grab the spectral pack. What's our boss? The water? Hey, Winter, what's up, dude? Let's save our money. I want to get that voucher. That is an incredibly unfortunate draw. Something, not sure what. Fair enough. I'm doing great. Got a 45-minute rant about people being stupid earlier. And now we're just chilling with a little gold stake Balatro. We'll probably take that on the way out. Let's make more diamonds. The needle is fine. Ooh, we won the gamba there. We won the gamba. Just discarding one card for the chance at a diamond, not usually gonna pay off, but we got it. What is our hand? Oh, we're at level 1 for all our hands. Let's see if we can find a Pluto. And we don't need to take you right now, so we will hold off so that we can hopefully be at our interest cap. It's unfortunate. We need a lot more of these tarot cards. We need a lot more star cards right now. That loses a hand. That's a little bit of a negative on econ, but we'll be okay. Okay. Close. You've got the right spirit hallucination, but I need you to pick the right suit. Very close to the flush. Yes. Thank you. Whew. Alright, my drink is in my way now. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna straight up just stack money right now. Because through money, all things are possible in Balatro. I will take you. And we will get money again. I will buy you and go next. Okay. We are suddenly in excellent shape. We'll make some more diamonds. We'll get our money. Hopefully, yes. Okay, Space Joker coming in clutch. We are gonna need to think about our pivot to Molt, though. You are only money positive for us if we can play multiple hands, which we cannot right now. Since when has Space Joker ever been motivated? That is a wonderful question. Apparently right now. Let's play. We're $1 short on our interest. That's okay, though. That... if it weren't perishable, this would be a very quick take. Immediately punished. That gives us more time. Hallucination, if you could start doing something, that would be great. Thank you. I don't want to fill up my deck. I want... I want my deck to be small right now. Play only one hand type this round. Okay. Oh, I'm going to play pairs then. Whew. Nice. Getting that money hit. That is huge. We're definitely taking that that voucher. We are cooking on these tarots right now. My god. Let me do Hangman first because I would rather put, or let me do Hermit first because I'd rather put Hangman in the Fool. We'll buy you. That gives us more time than the Rough Gem, but it does cut into our money, and we have built towards diamonds already pretty heavily. And I don't want to build our scoring around a particular suit when we haven't seen that suit boss. Has the audio lag been fixed? I have not touched anything. Nice. Hallucination is coming through for us. And now we can use you because we're gonna Hangman immediately. And we're going to play our flush. It definitely might have been on Twitch's end. That strength is pretty good. Make another king and a jack. I will take another strength. We do need to be making more kings. This shouldn't be a problem for us. Let's just go ahead. We'll use this to make another queen. And we'll just play the 3 of a kind here. Scary Face is so tempting? Yeah. Yeah, Scary Face is tempting, although that one was Eternal, I believe. And I don't really want to give anything here up. At least not yet. Oh! Okay. Space Joker has been kind of sleeping on us. I'm thinking Space Joker might need a threat levied against it. If it's not going to start paying out, we're going to need to get rid of it. And we're probably going to need to get rid of it pretty soon anyway, because we are slowly starting to fall behind. See if we can find something. We'll take that. Take that. And this is why I did not use the Temperance. We'll use Temperance now, and then the Hermit. Egg. Pluto we'll take. This gift card is very tempting, but I don't have anything that's going to be here long term. So we're just going to hold off. We will use the Pluto because we have the star right here. And we're going to use that anyway. And I would rather carry a star in the Fool than carry the Pluto at the moment. Since a lot of our econ is coming from this rough gem still. And we're hunting for a red seal in those packs. Don't know why I opened that second one. No repeat hand types. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get the high card out of the way. Nice. Good one to hit on, Space Joker. I appreciate you hitting on that one. Okay, we've got a pair. Perfect. Yeah, the 3 of a kind was tempting. It was. Don't really need Space Joker anymore. Let's go ahead, we'll sell you. Take that. Grab the paintbrush. That's not wonderful, but it's not bad. I will take the Pluto level. Go one. Go one more. We'll take this speculatively. It's not good right now. It does absolutely nothing for us really. But if we find a deserved thing, that could change things. We're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. This 2 pair should be enough right now. It was a good run, yeah. It was good. Oh, did I not change my stream category? Hang on. I want this spectral pack so bad, but we need jokers. Is Balatro? Okay. So anyway. That run. For a gold stake non-imp, we really can't have a first shot that's wasted that badly. Vagabond early. Actually pretty good because of this. We have less than $3 and we basically have no way of making enough for... Ooh. Okay. Hang on. So we're gonna strength that. Then we're going to strength that. Got 4 of a kind kings. Easy, easy win. And fantastic. Go 1. Not very good. Treya is pretty mid. Magician is not very mid. Moon is, again, pretty mid. And we got our full house. Right. And we got the lucky money shot. Right. Let's take the 20 and see if we can put something together really quick. Let's take the judgment. 8-ball is not my favorite Joker, but it is a Joker. I mean, it's $20, so that's not terrible. I forgot to spend down for Vagabond. So that's unfortunate. Oof. And the 8-ball pays out. I'm kind of fine with actually carrying a luchador for a bit. And you. And you. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use these. So we're going to try and load up on face cards. Because ice cream is probably going to make us win. Yep. And, of course, reserve parking doesn't do shit. Because why would it? Right. We're going to go ahead and get money online. We've got 1 round left on the Vagabond, so I don't really want to worry about continuing to play to it. I'm just going to sell it now anyway. Now, we are behind on vouchers because we have passed on 2 of them. But if reserve parking could wake the fuck up, Temperance isn't bad. Let's grab the Pluto and then the Temperance. And we will grab Blank later on in this ante. But for right now, okay, the club boss. So we'll probably just build towards clubs after this one. We really need to get on deck fixing too, though. Like we got really nice deck fixing for Ante 1, and then it just kind of fell off. Got 1 round left. I don't care. We are still on the big blind, so we don't need to worry about the voucher just yet. Don't want to blow up my deck. And then when we're down to our last hand, we can play the kings, and because of Wily, we'll easily clear. And we can just leave this other king here. Ooh, and we got the money shot again. That is so beautiful. Let's swap you out for Sly. I don't know why I said Smiley. Sly. Because we're at 50 chips, we are gonna start falling off from the ice cream pretty quick here. So after this one, we will, Jesus, start turning everything into clubs. Did we really not draw a single other king? Right after we sold the crafty? That's insane. That is genuinely fucking insane. Immediately after we sell the 2-pair Joker, we get bitten in the ass by it. That is fucking insane. We would have won that blind if we kept that specific Joker and sold literally any other Joker we had. Wow. Sounds like a typical day of Balatro. Yep. Easy take on that. Easy skip right there. Anti-1 small blind investment tag. I don't even need to think about that. To-do list could be worse. Like, we definitely could pull a worse Joker than to-do list. We're not going to get to-do list value this time because it's on straight flush. And we are not set up for a straight flush. But that doesn't mean we can't get value out of it. Take you. One. I really need scoring. 8s and full house. There is a full house. And there is a second full house. Alright, so I really need a scoring option here. Literally, any scoring option will do. I am not going to be picky. Okay, I know I said any scoring option, but I needed something better than Supernova. Like, Supernova this early on Plasma is just useless. Can't do anything with it. The real challenge here is dodging all of the Eternals. Especially early on when you are desperate for scoring, but you can't take the Eternals because that means that you're not going to get the non-inf at the other end. So it is like this. Normally, not a bad choice. Here, terrible. Photograph we can work with. We can't use it right now, but we can build towards it. Get a hanging Chad and some planet levels, and we'll be real nice. Fortunately, we can't take you. Makes me sad. Alright, so now we can build towards spades, though. And as I point out earlier, building towards spades is kind of nice because of the arrowhead. Egg drop, hello, welcome in. It is indeed Balatro. It has been a minute since I played, but we are working on getting our gold stake non-inf. Don't expect it today, though. Got our full house. This won't win, but it gets us close enough that pretty much anything else will win. The game has been consuming your life going for C++. Yeah, it will do that. Right, we really can't pass up on this voucher. Get our first flush. It's nowhere near enough. Don't have many hearts left, but we have more hearts than anything else. All right. We need a really good diamond draw here. Nope. Cannot score points. Let's do this. Yeah, C++ is a monstrous achievement, but it's really just a matter of time once you get everything going. Okay. We definitely could do worse. Like, if nothing else, this is temperance value. And something we can sell later. I will take the Midas Mask over the Madness. Every day I will take Midas Mask over that Madness. You weren't perishable, or if you weren't eternal, you'd be my best friend. You're not that far away from being a king. You are foil, though. And we have passed that boss. We're gonna do this so we can play a full house and get tons of value out of the Midas Mask right away. Now we... Ooh. Do I take the another strength here? We cut cards. I think we cut cards here. And we're definitely going to copy that queen. That puts a death in our fool, so that's a plus right off the bat. Let's see. Let's... we have a death in the fool. I don't want to use that devil right now. So let's do this. Let's play this jack just to turn it gold. And we can play the full house. And hopefully this wins. Or at least is close. Close enough. Alright, we'll just play this full house. We're not going to get the gold card value, but that's okay. We don't have to get maximum value on every single hand we play. Neither of these are appealing. Let's just go ahead. Let's play you. And then we're going to cut more cards. Alright, we are... Wait. Wait, does Midas Mask... Because Midas Mask changes the enhancement on the card every time it's played, it makes us effectively immune to the pillar, at least for all of our face cards. Oh, that is insane. That is actually insane tech. I did not know that. So we just need to find another club. Yeah, so with the pillar, if... Uh-oh. Oh, we might be... So with the pillar, if you change the enhancement on a card, then the pillar treats it as a new card. So because the Midas Mask was constantly effectively changing enhancements for us, the pillar didn't recognize them as cards that had been played. Which is kind of wild. It's unfortunate that we are having a hard time getting scoring going today, but that is what it is. We have the head coming up, so we'll build towards hearts. Let's see how close this gets us. Gets us all the way. We definitely want you on the way here. I want the money. We need to get Econ online here. Because ultimately our problems with not finding things to score boiled down to a lack of Econ. That's beautiful. Those are the worst possible pulls. Like, what? I needed jokers that do something. I don't need this, like, random bullshit. Like, I guess Chaos the Clown isn't terrible. But Splash? What? No, you go. And I do need to take you now. Let's see what's in you. Alright. Can do a little bit of rolling. Go 1. Okay. I can work with a blue. I can definitely work with... Okay, Riffraff. You have made it up for your earlier failures. I apologize for unfairly criticizing you. What the hell? Game? Well, we're rebooting Balatro. I guess it wasn't happy that it wasn't happy that Riffraff gave us something worth taking or worth having. It's a pretty garbage negative. Oh, it could have been worse. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Lots of face cards to play. Get us some good econ going. Oh. Okay. So that's chips. But it's rental and it's late. And it'll take a while before it's money positive. We do need to think about how exactly we're going to deal with the wall. Because that is a very inconvenient boss blind for us. Actually not too bad. Very not too bad. And this is the one that we saw the heart boss on, so we'll grab this. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I was worried over nothing. I was worried over nothing. We're too fine. I wanted to play another handful of face cards. Uh, 18k. We are still fine there. Let's go 1. Let's open you. Let's take the money. Let's take even more money. It's eternal. I don't want it. 1. No. No, we're gonna hold out for something better instead of the ice cream than that. Let's play this. Hopefully we get lots of money off this business card. Come on, lots of business card money. Let's go. That's what I like to see. We do very much need to replace the ice cream with something, though. And ideally, I would like Mime to start doing something for us. One more. Oh, okay. Okay. Well. We've got 3 rounds of you remaining. But that's a good chunk of money. And having the brainstorm means we can really take advantage of blue better. So I think we do this. And then we use the temperance to get us back up to a good chunk. And we just kind of send it. Brainstorm, you are allowed to trigger. Okay, I will not get angry at you if you trigger. Right, and now we full send it with the blue. We did get substantially weaker. But we also greeted the blue pretty hard. Or we greeted the business card pretty hard. We need something better for Sock and Buskin, though. We got some money. Take the Magician. Got 2 rounds left on you, but let's see. Delayed gratification along with blue is not bad. Like, it kind of makes the business card... Alright, we weren't using business card anymore anyway. So let's see where we're at on score here. 22. That is pretty terrible, actually. So we definitely still need to improve our scoring. Hermit is very easy choice there. It's hard to argue with the deck fixing. Because we just snap a card. You two become queens. And then we'll play the 3 of a kind. I was hoping for the money shot, but no dice. Play the full house. Yeah, we do need something better than blue, though. Those are not better than blue. Castle's too late. If you weren't perishable, you would be a godsend. Yeah, because we're going to make it through this because of how many hands we can play, not because of the strength of our build. Like, we effectively have mine that's not doing anything and just taking up space. Right. We're gonna see if we can do anything with our econ. No repeat hand types this round. That's fine. What's not fine is that score. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Yep. That's unfortunate. We were just too dependent on blue, and we couldn't make a winning hand with that. If it had been on white stake, oh, we would be in such good shape. Honestly, I might even switch to white stake just so we can get one good run in. Or one good non-inf attempt in, I should say. Yeah. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. I couldn't agree more with you, Egg Drop. Blue Steak is by far the single worst mechanic in this game. We'll take the blue because it lets us very easily win and take the voucher. Yeah. So we're at anti-zero. We need to score 400 points. Blue Steak is -1 discard, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. I would love to find a spaceman right now. No, it's not pointless. Blue Steak is the biggest difficulty jump in the game, and is the reason why pairs are so important. Well, high card rules the game for different reasons than Blue Steak. High card rules the game because there is so much that builds off of high card. Now, high card is very easy to draw because you always draw a high card, but the ease of draw is why pairs are strong. But high card has things like Baron and Shoot the Moon and all that going for it that others just don't. This is Temperance value. So we'll take it. Ooh. Right. Let's do this. And then you. And then you. Because I want that Hangman in my full. The purple seal was very tempting to take, but I don't want to just throw it in the deck and make the deck bigger for no reason. Or just because it's there and possible. Yeah, Blue Joker indirectly benefits from pairs because you can bloat your deck without much thought. 100% agree. All right. I'm not going to complain about just a brainstorm sitting there. Let's get our econ back up so that I can grab that voucher. And we're taking the scary face this time. Where are we at with our high card? 7,700 on an ace. I'm hoping 1.1 brings more jokers that benefit from larger hand types. I am hoping for that. I'm also hoping for the balance to be improved. because small hand types, they are just grossly overpowered compared to the big ones. And it makes sense. Local Thunk wanted it to be progressive from easiest to draw to hardest to draw, which 100% that makes sense. But he made those numbers with like gut checks, so to speak, and that didn't make for a great way to make sure that the finished game was fully balanced. But here's the thing. Not too many players have the requisite skill level for it to make a huge difference. Like, if you tell the average Balatro player that they should be playing pairs whenever they're playing Gold Stake, it will make no meaningful difference whatsoever in their ability to win. Because most people who play Balatro, they struggle with things other than they struggle with things other than just what hands to draw. I will take that. We're probably just about done with blue. That's the next one we are going to look at selling. Oh. Alright, you know what? Let's just clear the boss blind. Just clear the boss blind. That's pretty good. That is a full voucher cleared. All right. Challenge accepted. Yeah. Yeah. What? So, Local Thunk has worked extensively with Doc Spector, from what I have heard. Like, and Doc Spector literally has a PhD in mathematics. And he's worked with them on things like the game balance. So I am very, very hopeful that the game balance is going to get better. This is tempting. Because of Scary Face. I think we are going to make that play. Ooh. Hang on, have we seen the goad? Have we seen the goad? I don't know. We're gonna do that. Okay, we don't have to take Observatory just yet. I want to find a strength for the Fool because we got that 8 that needs to become a king. And that is going to be quite a journey for it. Well, the good news is we have a lot of time to left in our score. We take observatory now. I'll take the easy choice. You're too late. There's the strength we were looking for. A 1. That 6 cents is worth a lot more than the arrowhead right now. We're not going to get any 6 cents value because we need both of these to go towards the Jesus brain function 8. Okay. So let's do it this way. Strength. Strength. So now we need just a couple more. Couple more strengths to get that where we need it to go. Ah, 3 strength to be exact. I will take that hangman though. It takes... The hangman takes the strength out of our fool, but I think that's gonna be okay. Let's get the... Yeah, let's do one more discard. Okay, it didn't pay off. Let's get 6 cents value. Cryptid is actually pretty great. Like, I am not mad about that cryptid at all. The main question is whether we can hold the cryptid until that red seal is a king, or if we should play the cryptid before then so we get more targets. We do need more Pluto levels, so we'll take it. One. Nope. I will probably just use the cryptid when we have the opportunity. Medium is... Oh, now... Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, that's the play. Get Purple Seal Kings just en masse so that we can very safely play them. or this. Because we don't need to really worry about copying that red seal for a while. But getting lots of tarot cards to fix our deck is invaluable. Cards are drawn face down after each play, that's fine. And because we already have this red seal, we are really only looking for an Ecto out of the Sixth Sense anyway. So it's fine if we it's fine if we don't get it out of it. So this is effectively an open Joker slot. I'd like to put a Mime in there if we can. It's too early for a Bean Bug. Okay, game. Can you just spawn me a Baron next? Oh. I was getting a little bit hopeful right there. I do like that we made a bunch of Purple Seal Kings, and this is the first time we've seen one. Okay, that's not the best hit, but it is a hit. And our money is actually doing pretty okay thanks to this reserve parking. Like, we're getting a lot of value out of this reserve parking. Okay. Well, that gives us a red sealed king. I don't think I have anything I want to sell for that. Too early for the DNA. And we've got the death for the red sealed king. We don't need to worry about strengthening that 10. I mean, if we have the opportunity, I'm not going to pass up on it, but we don't have to do it, is the point. We'll just move you over. And I am 95% certain that this clears. Oh yeah, we're good. We are just fine. Matador could be good econ. Could be great econ, actually. But again, I don't want to sell any of my jokers. Not for Matador. Go 1. Nope. Beautiful. We get our second Red Seal King. We do that. And these Red Seal Kings are going to hopefully do wonders for us when it comes to scoring, because if they don't, then we are just going to lose right here. I am almost 100% positive, though, that we are going to beat that score. Yep. However, we do need a little bit of help on our score. Because we're going to need 200k. That's going to be a little bit tough. Okay. I don't mind that. Go 1 more. Okay. Can do 1. I mean, we're still okay on score for this blind. I'm not worried here. But the fact that we are at ante-8 and relying on Scary Face is not where we want to be. Like, we've got a decent money printer going, but I really, really want something better than Scary Face for our score very soon. Deck fixing is actually not going terribly. Okay. Reserve parking has done wonders for us, but business card is going to let us play a lot more face cards, which means more Scary Face. And that's probably what we need more than anything else right now, is more opportunities to score. So I'm pretty sure that this would get close to winning as is. So let's go ahead, do a money hand. It's also going to generate us a decent baseline score. Now we need to redraw. Or just draw like that. That works too. And then we're just gonna get a decent amount of money out of the business card, but we need something for school. Oh. That would give us lots of hands. I think I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna greed this. If we die, we die. It is what it is. Okay. I mean, that's gonna hit our econ, but it guarantees we survive. So our econ is way down now. But we definitely beat this. Petroglyph is not a bad idea. We're gonna eat the discard. And we're gonna do this. Gonna get steel going, so that our mime can do something for us. Get to our interest threshold, or our interest cap. Let's see what happens here. It's not gonna do a crazy amount, but it is something. And now we just play our hand to win. Yeah, if we can find a Baron, then we're in great shape to start worrying about the rest of the run. We have 2 cleared vouchers already. But we are a little bit behind the curve on vouchers. And our deck fixing is best described as could be worse. I will take you. And easy immolate right there. We lost a couple of kings, but the money and deck fixing cannot be overlooked. Let's take the money so that I can roll a couple more times here. I'll take that. Playing a high card. All right, we won't play a high card. I will happily take the strength. Do that. I'm gonna do this. And this should pretty easily clear. I would love a money hit, though. I would love one. I did not get one. That's unfortunate. Because we need something. I swear to God, I am a broken record right now. If we... It only takes one card to change it. Unfortunately, I can't take the speculative can't take a speculative judgment or a gambit judgment because I can't sell anything we have except for maybe the mime. Well, I would rather hold on to the mime if we can. I mean, let's give this scary face some props. It has been hard carrying this run for way longer than scary face is supposed to be hard carrying runs. Really want the Hermit back in the Fool. Face cards are drawn face down. I can work with that. Because the chances that these 4 cards are not all kings pretty low. But I think we have to take the chance, or we have to unlock the flush 5, or not flush 5, the 5 of a kind. And just accept it. We have a high enough Pluto level already to do what we want to do. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about here. But yeah, we are facing a cliff that we cannot get past if we do not immediately get something. Like, literally right this second. Because we literally cannot score that many points. I mean, I'm gonna try. But we can't do it. We unfortunately just do not have enough. I mean, we don't have enough cards left in our deck at this point to do it. But, yeah. That is what it is. Yeah, fun fact. If after 12 antes, your only scoring Joker is a scary face, you're not going to win. Shocking. I know. Anyways. That is gonna do it for me today. Or anyways, yeah. Eventually that will become a thing. Eventually that will become a thing. It is mostly pendant on me remembering. Now, tomorrow I will be back with something. I don't know exactly what yet. I think we might. Actually, no, I know what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to return to the strange, drug-infested lands of Japan in high school, also known as Persona. Um, So that's what we will be doing tomorrow. Not again. Oh yes, we are doing that again. Please be ready with all of your all of your all of your mockery. Anyways, I will see you all tomorrow. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, Wraith. That is not a bad idea at all. Let's let's go ahead. Let's raid into somebody who's playing Bellatra right now. Um, we have not raided this person before, so we're gonna have fun with it. Please, everybody, be nice. Drunk Persona 5. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I've got a bottle of whiskey that has been just begging me to enjoy. And it has been neglected for like a month and a half since like Christmas. Uh Runaways, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful and safe night. Uh, sorry, YouTube people, there is no raid for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye bye.